Well, ladies and gentlemen, I am back. I told you guys that I will be uploading regularly, and what is this, 2 days in a row? I mean, this is amazing, okay? I've never been able to upload 2 days in a row, so let's just take a moment here to appreciate this. Anyways, we're coming back here with another reaction. Today we're going to be reacting to a very weird video. It says, witchcraft is my full-time job. Okay, so there really isn't much introduction you can do to this. Let's just jump straight into the video and let's see what this is.
With your spells, do you have like people drink like pig's blood or something?
Oh God, no.
Okay. I don't know. I've never met a witch before. I have no idea.
Today, obviously, I'm going to talk about witchcraft.
Some topics are hard to approach.
Something I think.
Either the subjects are inaccessible, or people are uncomfortable discussing them.
Of course people are uncomfortable. It's witchcraft. What the heck?
So we found those subjects in person, rented a space in Los Angeles, and invited our audience and strangers to come and ask them anything.
Hi, my name's Griffin. I am a professional witch, and I'm here.
Professional witch. Last time we saw a professional, what was it? Cuddler, right? Now we're seeing professional witches. Jesus
Here today
Christ.
to answer questions on the topic. Anything anybody would like to ask.
Oh my God.
Hi Griffin, I'm Aaron.
Hey, Aaron.
With 2 A's.
An old biblical name, right?
Kind of a Christian name.
You didn't bring a pitchfork today, did you?
Oh, what?
The witch thing, like I always would perceive it just because, you know, from movies, like female thing.
As a lot of people think that. There is a higher percentage of women, but not exclusive at all. A lot of the
Higher percentage of women. How does he know that? Do they have like a witch Facebook or something that
people
they count?
responsible for the revival of witchcraft have been men.
Is being
Oh, wow.
a witch like your job?
It's what I do for a living. I
He
teach
gets paid?
witchcraft and I run a witchcraft store.
He teaches witchcraft. He has a witchcraft store.
And I center big rituals and do all kinds of things.
Are you a good witch or a bad wich?
Oh.
Oh.
I'm
better
not
answer.
a nice witch, but I'm a good witch. I don't go out
What does that mean? I'm not a nice witch, but I'm a good... What?
of my way to be nice to people, but I hold my ethics very close to my heart. I would not do magic that would usurp the liberty and freedom of others.
What's the fun in that? And it's buffering, great. It's probably his witchcraft affecting my Wi-Fi or something.
How do you feel the way witches are being portrayed through like social media or like in movies?
Well, I think we're being portrayed actually in a fun way. It's not very realistic. I don't fly on brooms, and people really don't understand witchcraft. They see witchcraft from Hollywood. They see witchcraft through the filter of history, but they don't. It's very difficult to understand what we're about from the outside. I've come to.
So what is it then? If you don't fly on brooms, you don't infringe on other people's will.
Accept that
What do you
I
do?
can't really explain it to people, and that's okay.
If you're like Catholic
No,
or Muslim,
that's not okay. Explain
or
it.
Buddhist, could you practice kind of the witch style, even though you're not maybe like a Wiccan? Like, how does that work out religious-wise?
You can be a witch, and you can be a Christian. You can be.
No, you cannot. Okay, no, you cannot be a witch and be a Christian, bro. I don't know who taught you this, but you cannot.
A witch,
Okay?
and you can be an atheist. But people who practice old-time witchcraft very often have the ability to perceive energy and spirits and manipulate change. So that's helpful for when communicating with.
So he says people in the past, right, can do this. So what he's trying to say basically is he cannot do any of those things. This guy's not a witch, okay? He's just a pretend. What the heck?
Nature, different kinds of spirits in the land, or doing healing work, being able to work with crystals and stones.
How did you fall into being a witch? Like, did you feel like you had a gift or something, or did you
My grandmother, her mother before
Wow.
her, had what they call the gifts. She was in her 70s and decided that it was time to cross over, so she drowned herself in a bucket of water.
Oh, God.
Which is not an easy thing to do, but she was ready. It was because she was aware of the spirit realm, and she said, I've had a really long life and I'm done, I'm ready to cross over. A year after she crossed, I was born. And my grandmother looked at me and basically said, oh, you've received the gifts from her mother.
Have you ever casted a spell on yourself before, and would you recommend it?
Yeah, actually, I know it sounds kind of weird. People come in wanting you to cast spells on other people. I want that boyfriend or I want that girlfriend and I want you to make them love me. And it's like...
Maybe they should go to the professional cuddler in the previous video.
No, I'm not going to do that. If you want to be loved, then you need to start finding a way to love yourself. People see you differently when you see yourself differently.
How is this guy a witch?
So a lot of spellcrafting is actually done on oneself, strange.
All he's done is tell us what he doesn't do. Tell us what you do, my guy.
Wow, love yourself.
Love yourself.
Yeah, love
It's gonna be like a dumb question, but like, have you ever like experienced like sort of like a witch fight?
Oh my God, you're going there. All right.
Witch fight.
Yeah, I'd love to say that witches are all wonderfully enlightened and tolerant and loving, but actually there's a hell of a lot of witch wars go on where, so-and-so said this about you and so-and-so said that. And that's
Witch
just
gossip.
normal, like, high school drama. But with witches, it gets also into where they start throwing spells and and trying to mess with your life. The silly thing is if you do witchcraft against another person, then whatever you do against them opens a door that they can do the same thing back at you, or other people can do that kind of magic on you. Because once a door is opened in what you endorse in your reality, then that becomes something that is always going to be a power in your world.
Does magic exist in the sense of like what we see in movies or anything, or is there more a spirituality type thing?
Both. Maybe 90% of my practice, it is about how to see a bigger universe and to live in a bigger spiritual-based world. But then there's 10% of the practice where magic becomes very real, when you see things happen that physically shouldn't be possible.
Show us.
But it's not something that you are able to conjure up on a daily basis. It's not like Bewitched, where you wiggle your nose and your housework's done. Or the dishes take care of themselves.
What do you think of Christianity?
I like Christianity in terms of Christ and in terms of the scripture. What I'm not a big fan of is churchianity. I don't like the way in which priesthood, in all religions, in all mainstream religions, mediate the scriptures. Because it seems to be geared towards fundamentalism, bigotry, closed-mindedness.
Have you faced any
Let's agree to disagree.
negativity to you being so open about what you do?
Yeah. I mean, when I first started, I wouldn't admit it to anybody. I mean, people would think I was nuts. And in America, even where there's still a degree of persecution, so we keep kind of quiet about who we are and what we're doing.
What's something about like being a witch that most people don't really know?
They're just like regular people. I know witches who are doctors and surgeons and lawyers.
Oh, wow.
In every area of the world, there are people.
See, this is weird. So he says there are witches all around the world, right? And they claim to be like regular people. Witches can be doctors and whatnot. Shouldn't people have the right to know if someone's a witch or not? So that you can choose whether I want to be operated on by this witch who's also a medical doctor. Shouldn't people know? Like, so that they can decide on whether they want to, I don't know. It's just weird that he tries to paint witchcraft as this normal thing, but it's
people
totally
who
not.
You don't know are witches. So the fact that we come in all colors, in all flavors, the fact that we actually are decent people, I want people to realize that we hold value in the world, that we have a place, and that we aren't scary people. We're actually kind of cool. We're fun.
If you could recollect, what is your greatest or fondest journey?
Well, there's a number of workings that I've done over the years with other people where we have been out in nature and we have seen things that have basically taken our understanding of reality and shredded it. where we have seen spirits of people become manifest, where we've watched fire take form and reach out like a hand and touch people. The thing that's the most important to me and the thing that I get the biggest reward from actually is working with people today and seeing the light go on in their eyes when they start to realize that there's more to the world and that it can be an adventure. Then I feel like I've made a difference, and that really makes me feel good.
Oh, wow.
Well, thanks guys for watching. Hopefully you learned a thing or two about witchcraft and continue to...
I don't know if I can say I learned a thing or two about witchcraft. But yeah, I mean, guys, you let me know in the comments what you think about it, what you think about witchcraft. Is it as normal as this guy says it is, or is he just basically trying to get more people into it, trying to make it seem normal so you're curious and then you try to get into witchcraft and then you get so deep you can't come out? But yeah, any one of you who are thinking of doing this, just don't. Alright, just don't. Anyways, thank you guys for watching. If you're new to the channel, you know the drill. Subscribe, like, everything, and I will catch you guys in the next video. Bye.